Assalamualaikum and good morning, everyone. I'm Sutina Junus. Would like to present about topic assessing the impact of macroeconomic variables and macroprudential policy elements on the capital adequacy ratio. Alright, as we know, the effect of global financial crisis has brought a huge impact on the global economy. So because of this effect, many countries have put their effort to strengthen the financial system by focusing on the development of macroprudential policy framework in order to maintain financial stability. One of the solutions proposed by the Minsky financial instability hypothesis, okay, to prevent the financial instability, the country must strengthen the supervisory and regulatory policy, which is through the macroprudential policy framework. Okay, so macroprudential policies means the sets of measures and institutional that is specifically aimed at containing or overcome the problem of systemic risk in the financial system. Systemic risk is the risk of failure in the entire financial system. Okay, it was cause a great liquidity and credit problems that might threaten the stability of financial markets. Global financial crisis also has changed the focus on the relationship between Islamic banking and the financial stability, more particularly on the resilience of the Islamic banking industry during the crisis. So after the global financial crisis, okay, it caused many researchers examine the key issue concerning the stability and the resilience of the Islamic financial system. Okay. So this Islamic banking system should more focus on their implementation or strengthening their macroprudential policy framework in order to get a banking stability. These are three key elements of an effective macroprudential policy framework. One is a system of early warning indicator. Second is a set of policy instruments. The last one is an effective institutional framework in order to make sure that the implementation of the macroprudential policies is successful. Okay, in order to monitor the systemic risk, a wide range of the macroprudential policy indicators are used in the previous studies. The most important indicators that are used to monitor the systemic risk are asset quality and liquidity indicator. According to Lim et al. 2011, the key indicator in the core set of financial soundness indicators is capital adequacy ratio, where this indicator used to assess the banking fragility in order to protect depositor and to promote the stability and efficiency of the global financial system. So these are the 10 types of macroprudential policy instruments, okay, that are most frequently applied in order to achieve the macroprudential policies objective. Okay, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, has identified 5 relevant elements that play key roles in effective institutional frameworks for macroprudential policies that are mandate, the power and instrument, accountability and transparency mechanism, the composition of decision-making body, the mechanism for domestic cooperation, and the coordination of internal policies. Okay, the aim of this research is to examine the relationship between the capital adequacy ratio with different macroeconomic variables and macroprudential policy elements from all Islamic banks in 20 selected countries from the period cover the period from 2008 until 2017. Okay. To do this analysis, two-stage least square method had been done in order to get a good result that are supported by the previous studies. Okay. The independent variable that are used in these studies for Macroeconomic variables consist of GDP growth rate, inflation rate, balance of payment, money supply, domestic credit growth, unemployment rate, and real exchange rate. While for macroprudential policy, elements consist of loan to value ratio, debt to income ratio, reserve requirement, mandate, and transparency model. Transparency factors. Okay. So these are the empirical research on the relationship between the macroeconomic variables with the capital adequacy ratio. These are the table that show the empirical research on the effectiveness of macroprudential policy tools in order to mitigate the systemic risk. Okay. And these are the theoretical research on the effectiveness of the institutional framework of macroprudential policies. Okay. So for the results and discussion, since the data collected consists of time variant variables and time invariance variables, so there are 4 estimated models for these studies. Okay, these are the descriptive statistical analysis. It not showing a normal distributions because the p-values of Jagbarata stated that all values are equal to 0.00000 except for real exchange rate, transparency, loan to value ratio, and debt to income ratio, which is less than 0.05. And it indicate a significant result. Okay, this table show the present correlation analysis, okay, where it is used to examine the presence of the multicollinearity problems among the variables. Okay, so GDP, balance of payment, money supply, real exchange rate, CB index, transparency, loan to value ratio, and debt to income ratio are positively correlated with the Islamic Bank capital adequacy ratio, while inflation rate, credit growth, unemployment rate, government index, and real exchange rate was a negative association with a capital adequacy ratio. Okay, this table shows the regression analysis results for two-stage least square estimated model for dependent variables, capital adequacy ratio, model A, model B, model C, and model D. The adjusted R squared for these 4 models are around 98%, where it shows this model is a good model, good results. Okay. Besides that, the p-value of statistics is less than 0.05. This result indicate that the independent variable are as a group are significant in determining the dependent variables. The results from this table shows that the coefficient value of natural log GDP, balance of payment, money supply, and unemployment rate was significant and uniformly positive related with the capital adequacy ratio, and it is supported with the previous studies. Okay, while for the macro prudential policy elements, it shows that loan to value ratio mandate that consists of CB index and government index, also transparency, confirm that this element would reduce the risk in the banking system, where it shows the positive and significant relationship with capital adequacy ratio. Okay, for the conclusion, it is documented that there is a statistically significant relationship between the capital adequacy ratio and the macroeconomic variables that are GDP, balance of payment, money supply, and unemployment rate. For the effect of the macroprudential policy instruments and institutional factors, it shows that these elements are effective in stabilizing the banking system fragility. Okay, so it is important to focus on the strengthening the macroprudential policy framework in order to get a financial stability and banking stability. Thank you.